Hello, good morning, everyone on YouTube and Facebook from Southern New England and beyond. I'm Tamara Sacharczyk. It is Thursday, March 13th, and this is an NBC 10 coffee break. Our top story this morning, a Waterbury woman was arrested. She's accused of holding her stepson hostage for 20 years. First responders went to her house on Blake Street on February 17th due to a house fire. 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan and a 32-year-old man, later identified as Sullivan's stepson, were inside of the house. Police say while he was getting medical care with EMTs, he told first responders that he intentionally set the fire because he, quote, wanted my freedom. He also said he was held captive since he was 11 years old. Police said he was found in a severely emaciated condition and had not received medical or dental care in years. Investigators also said that he had been provided with only minimal amounts of food and water. She was taken into custody yesterday and charged with assault, kidnapping, unlawful restraint, cruelty to persons, and reckless endangerment. It's worth noting that her attorney has denied many of these allegations and said that the room that her stepson was kept in was not locked. So much more to come with this story. Now we want to bring in Storm Team 10 meteorologist A.J. Mastrangelo. A.J., it's a pretty nice day outside. So what can you tell us about the forecast?
Yeah, Tammy, not going to be quite as warm as what we saw the previous couple of days out there. We were into the low 50s yesterday. We had a few days in the 60s, but we will be seeing more in the way of some seasonable conditions today. We actually had a little bit some snow through the overnight. Check out this photo on X, and you can see the light covering of snow is up in Westboro, Mass, but we did see light coating through parts of northern Rhode Island as well. Of course, that's all melting now with the temperatures rising on up. But for the rest of today, expecting to see temperatures right around 50 degrees, give or take, maybe a few degrees below that heading for the afternoon. And then more clouds heading for tonight as well. You can see those temperatures not really moving a whole lot with that cloud deck. And unfortunately, we have the lunar eclipse as well tonight. So not expecting great viewing conditions. If you really want the best view, your best chance will be north and west. Maybe head out to the Berkshires. We do have lots of sunshine. Actually, a gorgeous Friday shaping up here, mid 50s, a little bit of some easterly flow. And then we'll watch out for some fog developing for Saturday morning. See more of that limited visibility Saturday morning, right around a mile or so, or could be a little bit less. So just keep that in mind if you're doing any early traveling. And then for the weekend, relatively dry both Saturday and Sunday, aside from maybe a little bit of some drizzle there for Saturday morning. But it's Sunday night where our next weather maker works into the region. You see some heavy rain, gusty conditions as well expected. We could be talking about over an inch of rainfall. You can see that 60 to 80% chance of 1 inch or more rain, and that's primarily kind of through the heart of the region. So, Tammy, that's what we're tracking here with Storm Team 10. I'll hand it back to you and hope you enjoy this decent day.
All right, AJ, thank you. And back to the news now. We have another story that we are following for you this morning. Brown University has instituted a staff-wide hiring freeze. Now, school administrators say the move is in response to the, quote, uncertainty we now face from federal actions. In a letter, you may remember that Brown University leaders say the freeze will begin immediately and remain in effect through the end of the 2025 fiscal year. We do want to toss it out to Erin Coogan. She's at Brown University. She's been talking to students about this morning. Erin, what are they telling you?
Yeah, well, since this was announced overnight, a lot of the students are still kind of processing it themselves, trying to figure out what this is going to mean for them and the impacts at the school. But again, we've been seeing these concerns for federal funding in universities around the region. We saw Harvard and Columbia take similar action. So talking to students, they're pretty hesitant talking on camera because they want to be as informed as they can before they make a formal statement to me. We've also reached out to several professors on campus, seeing if they would share their thoughts, and it's been pretty hush-lipped as of early this morning. We did get some Providence residents just walking around the campus who had heard the news, who were a little bit more outspoken. But again, we're still on campus talking to these students, trying to see if anyone wants to share their opinions and what this will look like for them in the upcoming year. But yeah, we're going to have more coming up for you at 12.
All right, Erin, we'll let you get back to talking to people and working on your story for later this afternoon. We appreciate it. And how about this? Did you see our story about a dog who was shot with a pellet gun? Well, after their investigation, police arrested the person who lives next door. NBC 10's Leona Falk spoke with the dog's owner. Take a listen.
My first reaction was like, I don't know, wow.
Hard to put into words how Yolanda Todman is feeling after learning detectives charged her neighbor with shooting her dog. 32-year-old Lynette Ayala is charged with animal cruelty. Police say she shot 1-year-old Zuri with a pellet gun. The shooting happened earlier this month in Yolanda's fenced-in backyard. Security cameras caught the sound of gunfire, followed by pain.
Yesterday, she was just moping, limping still again. At one point, she was able to, stand on her leg.
The investigation led detectives to Ayala, but for Yolanda, there are still unanswered questions.
I don't know why. Like, was she having a bad day? I don't know.
Zuri is healing, but Yolanda says it hasn't been easy.
Just been on edge,
Still not 100%.
No.
The emotional toll only part of it. The financial strain is adding up too.
I was actually in the process secretary before doing some work in the home, and now I got still, materials waiting because I can't pay somebody to do work for me when I have to worry about, paying vet bills.
Even with Ayala charged, Yolanda says she doesn't feel at ease.
Do I have to walk around my yard, worry about my kids being outside?
Despite it all, she's choosing to let the justice system handle it.
I'm just gonna let the law handle it, and that's it.
All right. And again, the next door neighbor was arrested after police concluded their investigation on that dog being shot with a pellet gun. Well, thanks for joining us for Coffee Break. We covered a few stories for you and also managed to get in your weather for the day. Of course, you can always get news and weather updates on our website. That's turnto10.com. If you're out and about, you can also take us along with you by downloading the NBC 10 News app. And we'll see you back here on air on NBC 10 News at noon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.